live. Hey Trent, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
So we meditated for a whole month
Yeah, in a day.
in a day.
Because I saw the whale,
Oh yeah,
and then I missed that day, and so we had added an extra day.
it was a month.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Did you have any insights when you were meditating?
I would probably say the first 15 days, so halfway through it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like good for me and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The last 15 days, it wasn't good for me at all.
I mean, I feel like it was good the whole time. I think it's just good to take out a slice of time for yourself to do absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess one of the biggest things when I was writing in my journal for the meditation thing is I found out a lot of my thoughts are surrounded or revolve around the future and the past.
Wasn't that all thoughts basically?
Yeah, probably. I didn't think about it until like when I was meditating.
Oh, it hit you.
Yeah. Because I guess maybe we should think more about the present, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's like a thought I had where there would be times where I didn't want to finish out the 10 minutes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to, pick up my phone,
Yeah.
start scrolling or go on YouTube and look at something.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to stop myself and just be like, nope, we're here. 10 minutes. That's it.
You know, around like the first day or so for me on my journal, I actually wrote that I wanted, I think 10 minutes wasn't enough.
Really?
Yeah, I think like maybe 15 would be the sweet spot, but maybe 20, but I think 20 would be too long.
So I would completely disagree.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the first 15 days I think was good.
Mm-hmm.
The last 15 was horrible. I hated doing it every single day after that.
Jeez.
So I feel like while meditation is good,
Mm-hmm.
it should be done when you feel like you need it, not do it because you have it's an obligation,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah. So we also did our meditation's different. I remember you telling me you did yours laying down in the morning.
Yeah.
And I did mine in the stereotypical lotus position. I didn't do the humming part, but I did it right before I went to bed.
Right.
I think it was nice right before bed because it was just like calming down kind of thing.
Well, for me, it was laying in bed right when you wake up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then you start your day fresh with your brain clear.
Mm.
And then you can think about every single thing you got to do today and just get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of having all these thoughts going around in your mind.
Yeah.
But why sitting up?
Oh, well, so at first I was doing it on the ground, like with legs crossed and stuff. And I figured when we're talking about meditation, that's like what comes to mind.
Stereotypical, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then after you said you're doing it like laying down, I still did mine sitting up, but I did mine in on the couch kind of. Mm-hmm. So I was able to lean back and do it, which was a lot better, and it made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah, because for me, I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to at least be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a rigid back. And
Mm-hmm. That's what mine was.
that sounds horrible.
Yeah, my back was getting sore.
So the first few days, I was just like, man, my back.
I mean, it wasn't like sore, but it was like, man, this is like not a comfortable position to be sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen like some other videos of people doing it, and they have their leg on top of the other leg. It's like impossible.
Well, those people have been doing it for years.
Yeah.
So you didn't try and do that your first time, right?
No,
Okay.
I couldn't.
Because I was a year ago, I did the guided meditations
Mm-hmm.
thing a couple times, and they always tell you in the guided meditations, do what's comfortable for you.
Mm-hmm.
If that's sitting up, then sit up. If that's laying down, then lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm waking up in the morning, I'm just gonna be here laying down, so I might as well just stay here.
Yeah. I feel like if I did it in the morning laying down, I'd probably just fall back asleep.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you got to get a good night's rest. So that way, once you're meditating and everything, you don't fall asleep. There was one time I do remember where it was like, that feeling when you're between sleep and awake, but you're conscious and everything?
Yeah.
That happened, and then the timer went off. And I was like, whoa. And I wasn't asleep, but it woke me up from whatever trance I was in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so since we did do the timers and I did set mine for 10 minutes, I actually kind of liked how the timer would be there at the end. So I wasn't just going
sitting
on
there thinking about like,
yeah,
because sometimes I would be like, man, how much time I got left?
Yeah, same.
But mine wasn't like a abrupt, like when you wake up in the morning, your alarm clock is just real loud, and
that was what mine was.
Mine is just like a tiny little ringing of a bell, or those I think they're called singing bowls.
Yeah,
it was like that.
I know my sister has one of the singing bowls.
They sound really cool.
They also get really loud.
Oh yeah.
They make the roommates angry if she does it.
So did you want to go over these notes and everything, or?
We can. Let's see. You want to go first?
I mean, I don't really know how to do this. Do we just read it and?
You can. That's what I do when I bring my journal.
So here, let's see. My first day meditating for the next month. I looked into the future, not far. Things I want to do, be more creative. Actually do these things instead of just thinking about it. I felt lighter afterwards. My mind is clear, but also full of ideas. My body is light, but strong. I feel comfortable. That's how I was after the first one.
Let's see, you want me to go over my first day?
Yeah.
All right, so my first day. I sat in the lotus position. I tried to focus solely on my breathing, but I did find my mind wandering here and there, mainly on the this or that style choices that I have been given. I tried to remind myself that this is supposed to be a time of silence. I could hear the sound of rain against my window. It was relaxing. Yeah.
So for you, meditation is just supposed to be complete silence?
I guess, right? You're supposed to follow your breathing and stop thinking for a minute.
I think that's the stereotypical way, though.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think meditation is supposed to be you just with yourself and your thoughts.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you might want peace and quiet, so you might choose to meditate just thinking about the breathing. But I don't see any problem with working stuff out in your head.
Yeah, I mean, if a thought came, I didn't dismiss it or anything or shoo it away, but I would just try to keep it calm, I guess.
So in a way, you did try and shoo it away?
Yeah, but I would let it go, but.
So it would come and then just go. You wouldn't go deeper into it.
I would, so maybe I would kind of shoo it away, just hey, later or something, to my thought.
Right.
Yeah.
See, for me, I would just go full in. Okay, why am I thinking this? Okay, let's go deeper and then deeper and then deeper. At least that's what I try to do for everything. Sometimes I didn't have deeper.
Yeah. Sometimes
a thought would just be because I would meditate in the morning. Hey man, I'm hungry. Let's eat. Not much else there, but we got to hold up on that.
Yeah.
I got 5 minutes left.
Let's see. I'll see. Also for the first day, I found a few times that my mind had cleared, and it was nice. I read that already. Okay, this is where I put it. I almost feel that 10 minutes isn't enough time.
So why isn't it enough time? I don't understand.
I mean, I feel like if I wanted to go deeper into a thought, I wouldn't have the time. My alarm would scare me or something.
Well, couldn't you just keep meditating once the timer went off?
I mean, I could get up, turn my alarm off, and go back to it.
I saw an interview with Steve-O, and he meditates every day for 40 minutes. And I think he said he's been doing it for 3 years straight.
Dang.
Hasn't missed a day, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. 40 minutes I feel might be too long.
Well, apparently not. He must get a lot of stuff done in his head.
Yeah, maybe.
A lot of these, it's just I would try and journal every day, but after a while, it was just if I don't have anything to say, there's just nothing to say.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are just I don't have much to say today.
Yeah, mine's kind of the same. You have one for the second day?
The second day. Okay, so the first day, right? I said I was looking into my future and I feel good about things, right? The second day is I feel lost today. My future is unknown. I also feel loved by myself. I allowed my fears and anxieties onto myself, all just to release them through the breath. Evenness is how I feel.
Jeez, yours feel a lot deeper than mine. Let's see. Oh, so this one I was still doing the sitting on the ground with my back straight. The second day, I noticed that some of my muscles were tense. I had to let myself relax. I think I did better, but I don't think you can necessarily do it wrong.
I don't know. I think you were doing it wrong.
I think so. After hearing you.
Because it sounds like the first few days you were not relaxed.
Yeah.
Like you were almost forcing the relaxation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that's the way to go into it. I think if any listeners are going to start meditating, do it like Kavika says, go be comfortable.
Did you ever do a guided meditation at all?
Not in this meditation session, but in the past, like a couple of times. But yeah, just, the guy with the deep voice saying, when, you have the ocean sounds, he's like, deep, breathe deep or something.
Well, see, some of the guided meditations I had, they would tell you what thoughts to think. And then they would give you time, to think about it. And then they'd be like, oh, how do they put it? They would kind of be like, now just let that thought float away. And now we're going to think about this new thing. And you can't you're not allowed to think about the other thing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't try none of those. You could maybe put some of those in the Discord. We could try it maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I just use this app. Mm-hmm. What is the name of it?
I know they have some guided meditation on FitOn too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. This is called Insight Timer. And it's that's where I use the timer and everything. That's how I got the little bell chime thing and the singing bowl.
Huh.
Because I didn't want to put just my regular phone timer and then you have...
Yeah, that's what mine was. And it did suck. That's because I never go on the App Store or get any apps on my phone. Because I just try to keep my phone as...
clean as possible.
Yeah.
You gotta get with the modern times, man.
I am one of those people born in the wrong generation.
I kind of want to try. I don't know if I'm willing to do it. I kind of want to try just the challenge where I don't use my phone for a month unless I absolutely have to, Yeah,
I don't know if I could probably do it because I don't use it for talk and text and email, and that's about it.
You could probably do it a lot easier than I could. I'd probably be fiending for it.
That's weird how different generations that happens.
Yeah, it is. It's strange. What about your last day?
The last day. Let's take a look.
You got the
here.
last day?
Yeah, I got the last day. Let me flip over here to it. Okay, this is what I got for my last day. Nice, peaceful. Notice the shape of internal thought. That being that of the aura. Okay, nice, peaceful. Notice the shape of the internal thought. That being the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail. Let's see. Elucidate the obvious that things aren't... sorry, my handwriting's atrocious. Elucidate obvious things that aren't all that obvious. Whatever that means.
You don't know what it means?
I knew what I meant when I wrote it.
Well, the snake eating its own tail. You think you eat your own tail in a way?
No, I mean, that was the nature of thoughts, I think, when I was meditating. Because you would think about one thing, and then you would think about another thing, and then you're back to the first thought, and you're just going in a circle.
Oh, okay. Is that how you usually are?
Not usually, but I guess on that day, or something, or just, I guess, a lot of the same thoughts been, polluting my mind over and over.
So for me, the last day, right? Like I said, the last 15 days, I did not enjoy meditating. It felt like a chore. I'm feeling up and down today, a roller coaster. I'm quite tired today, but tomorrow is a new day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but comparatively to the second day,
Yeah.
it is complete 180.
Yeah, they all can't be bangers. You gotta have ups and downs.
Well, I remember writing this real long one. Let me see if I can find it.
Let's see, I got a real long one right here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I actually didn't like this one. So it was on the day 24 of 30 on 2/3/23. Exercise before meditation, and it wasn't terrible, but for future reference, give yourself time after workout to cool off and meditate before or meditate before. But I imagine the outcome of that would be similar, unfavorable. I feel like after a workout, your muscles need time to cool down before you meditate.
So you usually stretch before you work out?
Yeah, sometimes.
So if you're going to meditate after you work out, you should probably do a stretch, workout, stretch, meditate.
Or maybe like at least a 15-minute period after the last stretch till you meditate?
Well, I mean, it depends what kind of stretching you're doing. Because if you're doing like active stretching before your workout, then you work out, then you can just do like a cool down stretch. And by stretch doesn't mean like you're actually like trying to stretch out your muscles. You could just be laying on the floor, with your arms above your head. Yeah. And your legs straight out.
Yeah, like one of those basic yoga stretches or something. Yeah, that'd be fine, I think.
So this is the long one. I don't know what's in it, so it might get a little deep.
Okay.
Today was so different. I could feel the power of my inner child pulsating through my fingertips. My hands had the static feeling going through them the entire time. My hands feel new. I cried while meditating, allowing my younger self to tell me what's wrong. I already knew the answer, but it felt so much different this time. I couldn't stop the tears, they just flowed. So much is happening in my life right now. I feel lost but on track. I am on a track, but I am lost. My logic is on track, but my mind and my emotions are so lost. I will bring them back on track with me. I have to.
Wow. I feel like you just have a richer life than me.
Come on, no, that's not true.
You don't think so?
No.
I got like baby's first meditation diary and you're writing Baudelaire over there. Let's see. I think I have another long one somewhere. Nah, they're all pretty much nothing too major.
Like that's probably like the most in-depth one I had. And that was on January 21st. Which is technically past the halfway mark, so I'm surprised that it was that far in, even though I didn't really enjoy the last half.
On my January 21st, I wrote more of the same.
So we were on two different wavelengths that day.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see, this is January 30th. I'm good today. I'm feeling much better about my situation. Even though I don't like my son not having both parents in the house. I hate having to share him. Watching him cry when I leave hurts so much. I truly hope it doesn't affect him as he grows up.
Dang, here's my January 30th. Normal session.
So you would never really go into depth in your mind while you were meditating?
No, I mean, like sometimes I would, but mainly I was just trying to focus on my breathing and not allow thoughts to happen.
Man. I feel like you really hindered yourself then.
I think so. Let's see, I know I got some long ones somewhere.
That must have been frustrating, though. The whole time.
It was kind of nice.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Like I wouldn't think about nothing. I was just kind of like focus on the black behind my eyelids. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you see shapes or something.
Well, I mean, like coming to... Not like you were at a different place, but like coming back to, reality and everything, and then you have to write in your journal and you have nothing to write.
Yeah, it did kind of suck about that.
Like you would sit there and be like, what was the point of today?
Yeah, nothing really. Oh, here we go. On January 29th, I wrote, really made some progress, really felt ripped from something once my timer went off.
Meaning?
I was in the middle of like some deep thought.
Oh, okay. Well, I wish you would have wrote the thought.
I wish I would too, but I guess the aggressiveness of the timer.
It completely snapped you out of it. Okay.
It's like waking up.
It's almost kind of like when you're like, oh, I forgot that thing, and then you open the door to your room and you're like, why did I come in here?
Yeah. I feel like that's how a lot of mornings go. Because you'd be like in the middle of a dream and you want to write your dream down in your dream journal, but then your alarm goes off. And I swear the alarm, it scares you every morning.
Well, the thing is I was watching this video and they were saying you shouldn't wake up to an alarm or anything. You should buy one of those...
sunrise clocks?
Yeah, the sunrise clock, so you wake up to the light instead of the noise.
I know when I was working at Smith's, I actually wanted to get one of those because I hated the sound of my alarm so much. And I had to wake up at like ungodly hours and it'd be dark outside still.
I would be afraid of not waking up.
I would too.
Like it just, sure, it gets all bright and everything and you're just sitting there sleeping.
Yeah, bright enough. Because I've seen some, they're only just orange.
That's it?
Yeah, something like that. They're supposed to mimic sunlight or something.
I want to get one and try it just to see. But I'm so afraid I won't wake up.
I would still set an alarm.
I would probably, do it to where it'll wake me up at like let's say I have to get up at 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set it for 7:45, and I'll set an actual alarm for 7. So I'm up at the time that I actually have to get up.
Mm-hmm. Or what if? Okay, so you have to work at 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if you set your sunrise alarm clock thing for like 6:30, and then you set your actual alarm for 6:45?
I mean, yeah, you can do that too.
And just that way you can see if it'll wake you up or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of doubt it would wake you up.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
See, I don't know, because I have blackout curtains in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't ever know when the sun comes up.
Yeah, and I sleep with the TV on.
That's not good for you.
I know it's not.
You got to stop that.
I try.
You try.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
Every night, just TV goes. You put a timer on the TV so at least it turns off?
It turns off in like 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
So there's 2 hours while you're asleep.
No, I'll watch it till I fall asleep.
Okay, so it'll be on for like an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. I mean, that's still bad, though.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to apparently have any blue light, I think, 2 hours before you go to sleep. 2 to 3 hours, something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And you got it while you're asleep?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's a lot of people, though.
Yeah, that's a lot of people for sure.
They sleep. I know I used to. I used to sleep with the TV on. But it would stay on the entire time I was asleep.
When I was a kid, I'd do that all the time.
Yeah. I wonder how much that's like messed us up.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a kid, I'd fall asleep to the TV, and I had the VCR in my room. Mm-hmm. I would watch the same 2 movies to fall asleep to every night.
What 2 movies?
There was Oliver Stone's The Doors, or Major Payne.
Major Payne. So you know that movie like the back of your hand?
It's a good movie, yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in probably like a decade.
Oh, man. I saw it when it was on Netflix a couple months ago. It was just as good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So it holds up.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't actually write too much in my journal this time because I was writing in my meditation journal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Did we talk about predetermination? No? So I wrote, if there is only one path for us all to follow, you think it's possible to map the future?
Maybe. Mapping, like, you can just be like, day by day, I know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And would that be a good life? I don't think so.
No? Do you think we're predetermined?
I think there's chance. I think there's destiny, or, I think there's a little bit of both, but...
See, I think everything's predetermined.
I think there's like the big God up there. He's up there flipping a coin every second. He goes, this guy's going to do one of these.
But see, that's not possible.
You don't think so?
Well, okay, so if there is a God, right?
Yeah.
Most gods are all-knowing, all-powerful, all this, all that, right? So if he's all-knowing,
yeah,
he already knows what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a coin flip, he just knows.
Unless he's lying.
Well, then he's not God.
You see, that was one of the things I was thinking about. Since we're building AI, what if we have to tell AI the same lie that God told us?
What is that lie?
That he's all-knowing. We tell robots we're all-knowing. We know what you think because we programmed you.
Well, I mean, if AI gets to a point where they can start understanding us and they come up with their own thoughts and everything, they're going to find out real quick that we're lying.
Unless we're really good.
I don't think so.
We're going to have some like really good people with rhetoricians.
No, humans are so flawed.
Yeah.
And an AI could probably just build itself into being almost perfect.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think we'd be its God? It'd be our God?
At first, we'd be its God. Mm-hmm. But soon, tables would flip.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The Tao Te Ching is that was kind of what meditation was like. So we both did it differently. Mm-hmm. And supposedly in the Tao Te Ching, there's no wrong way, or it's always in motion or always changing. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the earliest lines in the Tao or the Te Ching. It says the Tao is not the Tao or something. Mm-hmm. That's always interesting.
One thing I was thinking about is, that quote by Bruce Lee? Mm-hmm. You have to
be water.
Be water, mm-hmm. no matter what container you're in. You have to like mold to it and everything. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about that, right?
Yeah.
Even today, I was thinking about it this morning, and I don't agree with that at all.
You don't think so?
Because then I think about it, because people will say that, right? And then people will also say like, you have to be a sponge and acquire as much knowledge as possible and everything. I was like, well, why would I be water or a sponge when I can just be human?
Yeah.
Because to me, that's what a human is. They fit into whatever mold they have to, or
they're conformist.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be a conformist because it's not good. If you let someone else do your thinking for you.
Well, that's what most people do.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about Bruce Lee the other day. Water can flow or water can crash.
Oh, yeah.
I actually found that video on YouTube.
Oh, you did?
Yep. I didn't post it on the Discord, but I got to. But it was there.
I've never seen that one. I've only read the quote by him.
It also mentions the thing you're talking about where water has to fit in the container. Mm-hmm. It says water could be the glass or water could be the teapot.
So is the glass half full or half empty?
I think it's just half.
It's just half?
Yeah. Not half full, not half empty.
Okay, so you think like me where it's 100% full.
I wouldn't say it's full because I can see the empty part of the glass.
Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, so if you have a glass, right, and it's see-through,
yeah,
and there's no water in it, is it full?
So if there's a glass and there's no water in it, it's empty.
No, it's not. It's full of air.
Yeah.
The glass is always 100% full. It is never half empty.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as emptiness unless you're in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what meditation is, the vacuum.
It could be, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no external.
Mm-hmm. It's all internal. You think meditation should be mandatory for people, like I don't know, 10 minutes a day?
Mandatory? Like, you have to do this.
Yeah, I mean, like, you have to do it, but, people would just write it off, kind of.
Well, I don't think it's good to make anybody do anything, especially if they don't want to do it.
What if it was like a social contract, though?
I mean, like, we just have it in society and it's the norm.
Yeah.
Well, then we would know no different. Mm-hmm. So that it's different.
Yeah.
Like when you say, hey, how you doing to somebody? And they say, I'm good. How about you? And I'm good. We both know I don't care how you're actually doing. That's just how you greet people. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, I hate those automatic responses. It's so hard to break away from them, though.
That's what a social contract is. It's just kind of everything everyone does.
Yeah.
So you hate it. People would hate meditating every day if that was just the way it was.
I feel like it'd be different.
I don't think so.
I feel like they'd sit down for like 10 minutes a day and they wouldn't like do anything, right? Mm-hmm. And they'd just be like a lot easier. They wouldn't be like out to get anybody or just mean or...
Here's the thing though, right? Mm-hmm. If like there was a law that went into effect right this second, you have to meditate 10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Or else you go to prison or whatever it would be, right? People would be like you where they start meditating and everything and they're, oh, my back and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And they would just start breaking the law.
Well, they gotta have I don't know what's the word, make it like normal here. So we have to break the stereotypes and just introduce real meditation or... Yeah,
but the thing, and then you get Big Brother involved.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? So it's either you have to meditate in your house or outside. So if you're doing it outside, that means somebody has to be watching you to make sure you're doing it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have police patrol the streets and be like, all right, I see you, you're meditating, you're good today. But if you're doing it in your house, because there's no law saying where you can do it, you just have to do it once a day, 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. You got to have a camera in your house.
No.
You got to let the police in your house and be like, hey, officer, can you watch me meditate?
Sad part is a lot of people would agree.
With what?
Just putting cameras in their house.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that either. But I think like they could implement it at work. I know a lot of companies are doing that already.
Yeah, but that's just weird.
It is weird.
That's like when, working at Walmart, they would have you watch those, like...
The brainwashing videos.
The brainwashing videos. You don't need a union.
Yeah. I hated those videos.
They're the worst. I mean, I liked them because it took me away from work.
And you get paid to watch them.
Yeah. And you don't even have to pay attention to them because even if there's a quiz afterwards, it's common sense.
Yeah, you can take it 100 times.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
It was. But see, like, no company in capitalism is going to add meditation as part of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you can meditate before you clock in, or after you clock in. On your lunch, you can do your meditation.
I guess when I was working at Walmart, you could say I kind of meditated.
In what way?
I would sleep during my lunch.
Just in the middle of the day?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't care that people were all around you and everything?
I was in the break room.
So did you just just sit in a chair and pass out?
No, I'd lay my head down on the table and sit down.
And you trusted those people?
I mean, everything is like on me, and I wasn't like sleeping. It was just kind of laying down with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I could do that.
No, I hated that place.
I know.
Any respite I can get, like I was hoping to dream or something, and it was like 30 minutes.
See, that's the thing. You have to make your dream a reality through, means that are uncontrolled by you.
That's the hard part.
Like you want to, I don't know. Do you want to become a teacher?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
You don't really care.
It's probably a stepping stone.
Right. A stepping stone towards...
What's something? The next thing?
What's the next thing?
I mean, I'm a man drowning in dreams.
Well, let's go through them all.
So I got my goals. I want to write a novel, write a short story, probably the other way around. Short story first, then novel. Write a comic, illustrate a comic, and then I want to make a short film and make a movie. That's the 6 big things.
Like a feature-length film.
Yeah, like a feature-length film.
Wow. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, but not like AAA or anything. It could be like a B movie or something.
Well, I don't know anybody that's just going to hand this new director like $500 million to make a movie.
That's why you have to make the short films first.
And then go to like the, what are they called?
Sundance Film Festivals
Sundance,
or the other ones or whatever. It'd be fun, I think. It'd be worthwhile.
So when are you going to start on your dreams?
You have to make sacrifices first.
Like what?
I have to sacrifice the freedom I have now for a job.
Yeah, but on your free time, you could be working on your dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't think about that while meditating?
No, that's the on the first day because I knew we were going to share it, so I don't want to like talk about it too deep into them. Mm-hmm. That was the this or those kind of things.
Oh, okay.
So this was also another thing that kind of relates to it. Mm-hmm. So I was born in the year of the dog, the Zodiac thing.
Oh, the Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is the year of the rabbit. I don't know if there's any correlation between the other years, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like dogs chase rabbits. You know what
yeah, they do. Yeah.
So I feel like this year, it feels like really different. Like I'm being forced to make a whole bunch of decisions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that maybe the Zodiac symbols dictate like kind of the futures. That's kind of like what I was thinking about during Predetermination.
So is that the Zodiac symbols or is that you interpreting the Zodiac symbols?
That's just me kind of like interpreting things.
You think it'll help you in the long run? Mm-hmm. Like you feel like this is your year?
I feel like this is the year that's going to lead up to my year. Because I think the next year of the dog is in 2030. And that'll be my year.
So 2030?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. You can check.
Okay. So you're saying this year is the year of the rabbit.
Yeah. And the dogs chase the rabbit. So the dog has to make a lot of decisions.
And then so the next year you'll be better off because you chased the rabbit this year in a way.
And whether I catch the rabbit or not,
Oh, okay.
will determine.
So what do I Google for like Chinese Zodiac calendar? or something like that.
Or just the zodiac animals or something. I don't know. That's what I typed in.
Let's see. I'm kind of curious what year I was born. What it was.
You don't know what year you were born?
Well, I know. I mean the animal.
Yeah, I was just messing with you.
Let's see. 1997 is the year of the ox. According to Chinese zodiac, furthermore, in Chinese 5 elements, it is a fire ox year.
Huh. What was mine?
Let's see.
94.
94.
So I know it's dog, but I didn't know there's elements to go alongside it.
Okay, according to Chinese zodiac, the year 1994 has the dog sign. Moreover, the year has the wood element, based on the Chinese 5 elements.
What does the wood element mean, I wonder?
I don't know. Now we got to figure out what the elements mean.
Yeah.
So now how would I Google that?
The Chinese elements?
Chinese zodiac calendar elements meaning?
Yeah, I guess.
Let's try that, see how that works.
You know, I've never been super into astrology, but I do find it interesting.
I mean, so I don't believe like the stars and all that kind of stuff have like a major effect on how we are as people and everything.
Yeah.
I do think it has a little bit to do with it. Whether that's because I want to believe it does or not, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. It only has as much power as you give it.
All right, let's see what this says. It's just some random article that popped up, so hopefully it's got some good information in here.
Check Reddit.
Man. Okay, here we go. So fire are for birth years that end in the numbers 6 and 7. The colors for it are red for yang, purple for yin. The planet for it is Mars.
Oh, geez.
Climate is hot.
Oh, that's why you like the desert.
Maybe. Body organs is heart yin, small intestines yang.
I don't know what that means.
This is strange, man.
It is strange.
Fire is an... Oh, yeah, block the notification. Fire is an aggressive element, so people associated with the zodiac element are very direct and expressive and tend to be leaders. A fire type succeeds by becoming warm-hearted and generous. That means embracing their innate sense of love, passion, and spirituality. However, this element can have negative tendencies for vanity, jealousy, and frustration. The challenge of the fire type is to share joy and laughter without thought of reward. Wow.
Do you think that applies to you?
I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah. You know when you read these things and it's like, it kind of got me, but then they're all written that way.
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah. So it said you were wood, right? Okay, let's just skip to wood. Water, let's see, wood, okay. End in numbers, 4 and 5. Colors are green yang, blue yin. Planet is Jupiter. Climate is windy. Body organs are the liver and gallbladder. Wood signifies growth and enthusiasm. The Chinese zodiac element is associated with idealism, bold action, and imagination. Wood types possess decision-making skills and the ability to create change. People connected to this element can also be very competitive and are susceptible to negative emotions like discouragement and anger. The challenge for a wood type is to learn to control anger and challenge it into positive work that benefits all people. You feel like that's you?
So-so.
So, yeah.
I'm not angry or nothing, or I'm not competitive.
So let's see. So you're a wood dog.
Yeah, wood dog.
Wood dog, Chinese zodiac, and I want meaning. Okay, wood dogs always think of repaying those who have given them help and support, and are also very devoted to their careers. No matter what difficulties they encounter in life, they will try their best to overcome them one by one.
That sounds about right, I guess.
That sounds like, because you said stepping stones, and one by one is a stepping stone.
Yep, stepping stones. That's about right. Now, fire ox.
Yeah, I gotta know about this fire ox. Chinese zodiac meaning. People who are born with the Chinese zodiac fire ox, are kind-hearted, generous, honest, diligent, creative, and practical. They are born responsible people who are very hardworking to achieve their goals. However, they are very selfish and short-sighted who never become friends with anyone very easily.
I don't know about that one.
I will say I have a hard time making friends, though.
So does everyone, I guess.
I wouldn't say I'm selfish, though.
Yeah,
I try to look out for people as best as I can. You know? I'm only human.
So what are the other zodiacs, I wonder?
For each year?
Yeah.
Oh man, let's go back.
I'm trying to think what would your year of action would be. Because what does the ox chase?
Grass, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's as, 1-to-1 as the dog, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
because maybe the ox doesn't chase, maybe it pulls like a cart, maybe,
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if anyone's ever thought like the pairing of the zodiacs like that.
I'm sure. I mean, we've been alive thousands
I can't
of
be the
years.
first one.
Let's see. How would you even Google that? Like, how did you find out that your year was the dog?
I just always know it because when I was in elementary school, they told us about it.
Let's see, zodiac animal years. Here we go. Chinese zodiac. Zhangzhou is represented by 12 zodiac animals in order. They are the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. Chinese zodiac years begin and end at the Chinese New Year. Each year in the repeating zodiac cycle, 12 years is represented by a zodiac animal, each with its own reputed attributes. Okay? So yes, 2023 is the year of the rabbit, like you said. Can I get like every year? Can you just tell me what every year is? Oh, okay. They put it in a weird list like this.
Oh, is it the circle one?
No, it's like, you see how it's just rat and then right across it just tells you all the years? That's not really what I wanted, but thank you.
Yeah. So when's the next year of the ox?
The next year of the ox, well, the last one was 2021.
Oh, wow. So that last year would have been, oh yeah, because then every 12 years, right?
So 24.
No, then you were 24 at the last year of the ox. It was 12.
So now 2021 plus 12 would be 2032? 33. 32?
21 plus 12, 23, right? No,
2033.
Yeah, 2033. There we go.
So my next year won't be until 2033. I got a whole decade to just do whatever I want.
I've only got, 7 years?
Right? Let's see.
I think it's 2030.
Yeah, 2030, yes.
And it's 2023? Yeah, so 7 years.
That's crazy.
Maybe I'll see my decisions start paying off then.
You should, yeah. I mean, shoot, you got a long time to make things happen.
This is the stepping stone year.
Okay, so now like how we said the dog chases the rabbit. How would you like Google that to see if it's...
See, I saw this diagram with a circle on it, and I don't know what I was thinking it, but I just kind of intuited it. You know what I mean? I was like, dogs chase rabbits, and I'm having to make a lot of decisions this year for some reason.
You know what? I'm kind of curious about my son.
Yeah? What is he?
Because before he was born, some guys I used to work with, they showed me like the Chinese...
New Year or Zodiac sign?
No, it was like a calendar I forget exactly what you have to say, like when was she born, when were you born, and then you kind of put the two together or something like that, and it said he was going to be a boy, which he is.
Yeah.
And so it was right. Now, of course, that's just a thing. Who knows if it's real or not? Oh, was it like this thing?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Okay.
Now, see, if you're looking at that, is the dog parallel to the rabbit or something? Or if you drew a line to it or something? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not like right across from each other.
What does it look like?
Dog is here, and right across is the dragon. So the rabbit's right there.
Huh. My sister was born in the year of the dragon.
So I don't know. Ox is across from goat.
Oh. Have you ever seen like the Enneagram circle or whatever?
What is that?
It's like different personality types. Like you have a type A or a type B or something like that. I was thinking maybe you could apply that, the Enneagram circle or thing, to the Chinese Zodiac thing, and you could like predict it or
kind of
something.
like when you're like looking for a map and they use that tool that like lets you see a piece of land separated from the other pieces of land. You know what I'm talking about?
I think kind of like you're talking about like the Talisman in the Goonies.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's something like that. So the last year of the ox, right, is when my son was born.
Oh, wow. So he's an ox too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
But now is he a fire ox like me?
Ooh, what did the year end in? 20. No, he's not. He's not fire.
So it's not a fire, so we got to figure out what a 1 is.
And it's not wood either.
It's not wood either, so we don't know. Chinese elements meaning. There we go. All right, let's go back to this little article here. Okay, so he is his element is metal. End in numbers 0 and 1. Colors white yang, silver yin, planet Venus, climate dry.
Ooh.
We're in a desert.
Yep.
Body organs, lungs, and large intestines. Metal is an element associated with industry and weaponry. People connected to this element are as strong as steel. They are also independent and focused and can be quite intense. In fact, these people can sometimes be too unrelenting and often put up a tough front when they refuse to deal with their emotions. The metal personality is very determined and powerful. One born in a metal year succeeds by being less opinionated, accepting change, and gracefully releasing the past.
Sounds like good qualities they have.
That's crazy. We're both oxes. He's just... That's even stranger, right? I'm fire. He's metal.
Yeah, fire tempers metal. So you're going to make him a fine weapon.
That's weird.
That is weird.
That's so strange.
It's so weird that you can just easily go down like an astrology rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's crazy. So what was that other thing you were talking about? Because I want to see that.
Oh, I think it's called the Enneagram. So it's like ENN something. Enneagram. EGRAM.
Enneagram test?
Yeah, there's a test you could take. I never taken the test.
ENNEAGRAM.
Yeah, I think
test.
that's it.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can maybe end off on some sort of banger here.
All right, let's end on a banger.
See, I have a lot of thoughts on capitalism here.
Don't we all?
It says capitalism, loneliness, the end of humanity.
You think capitalism is the end of humanity?
I think so. And it's towards AI, right?
So you think AI is the end of humanity?
I think
from
so.
the perspective of capitalism.
Because a lot of people just want to integrate it, and they don't really care if it's like working or not. So they're just going to build.
Well, yeah, it'll probably be the end of time because it'll eventually get to a point where you can't even tell if a real person's talking or not.
And you've seen the deepfakes, right? That's happening. You know, Elon Musk, that guy I don't really care too much about, thinks the only way that we can overcome them is to become them.
How do you become an AI?
The Neuralink. He wants to put his chip in your brain.
Yeah, okay.
Not in my lifetime.
Yeah, that's not happening to me either.
You know, I was talking to some people, Charlie. He said he would get implants in a cyberpunk world.
Not me.
Not me either.
Yeah, you can have fun with that.
Yeah.
To me, that just sounds like a whole bunch of problems. I'll probably be one of those like really old people in the newer generations. They got like all sort of augmentations put in them and everything. And I'm just like a normal human being. And they're like, huh, look at you. You're still just human.
That would be scary though.
Would it?
See, you and I would be like normal guys. Someone breaks into our house with their metal hands. Take whatever you want. Don't kill me. Because you can't really stop them. They don't have a gun.
Well, if you had a gun, just bang, bang, right? Well, you just got to hope you hit the fleshy bits.
What if they're made of metal, like 100%, except for the brain?
Well, then they're not even human anymore.
But they got the human brain with a chip in it.
No, they're not human anymore. To me, that's not human.
I don't think so either.
So is that the banger we're ending it on?
I don't see. Maybe
People with augmentations aren't human.
Let's see. Okay, we were talking about predetermined paths earlier. Mm-hmm. AI is supposedly on that predetermined path. Mm-hmm. That's a weird one. Let's see. Supposedly, a person spends 80% of their life at work, and we wonder why people don't read. They want to come home and not feel alone. So they engage in media or spend time with those they absolutely love.
80%?
Supposedly, that's the statistic I read.
There's no way.
You don't think so?
I mean, it's possible. To say it's impossible it would be crazy. But I just don't think most people.
I think it's like 90%.
Because, well, how many hours are there in a week? There's 168 hours in a week, I think.
Is there?
I think. I could be wrong.
I think you're pretty close to right, I think.
Let's see. Let's see how many hours are in a week.
I know 72 hours in 3 days. 72 times 2. Or, 2.1 or something. Something like that.
See how many hours are within a week. 168 hours.
Okay, awesome.
So if there's 168 hours, you work 40. Mm-hmm. You sleep for 7 times 8 is 56. That's 96 hours of your life gone in a week. So 168 minus, what did I just say, 96? 40 times 56, 96. Mm-hmm. Okay, so 168 minus 96 is 72, I think.
That's 3 days.
So you have 3 days worth of free time within a week.
Wow. But that's not including the commute or decompression or... Because you got to have those.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, let's see, you probably have anywhere from 4 to 5 hours a day after work when just for free time that you don't have to do anything.
And that's if you work one job.
That is if you work one job. So let's see, let's say it's just 4 times 5 is 20. So take 20 hours from that 72. That leaves you with 52.
Yeah.
Of legit just free.
That still doesn't include the commute time, right? Let's say that it takes an hour to 2 hours a day.
Well, I feel like most people don't commute that much.
You don't think so?
I feel like people in big cities commute that much, but they choose to live there.
Yeah, but I feel like in rural towns like this, it takes at least 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah, there and back.
So me and my new job, 15 minutes. It's a half hour a day.
But there and back, half hour a day. That adds up.
Okay, so let's say if I were to work 5 days, so that's 2.5 hours. So you're left with 50 hours.
Yeah,
a week.
Then you still have to add decompression time. Get home, take a shower.
No, that's part of your free time, man. That counts as your free time.
Well, I feel like you have to get out of the work mindset once you get home.
You're telling me you're not out of the work mindset as soon as you walk out the building?
No, when I was working at Walmart or Smith, something like that, it would haunt you. It's like a ghost.
I think that's because that's just how you perceive it.
It would never let you go. Any second that phone can ring and they're calling you back.
See, for me, when I got off work, that was it. I didn't think about it, nothing.
And when I got off work, it was all right, am I good? And it just be the whole day, the whole day off, it's okay, am I good? Am I good? Am I good? And then it's the second you go to sleep, and then the next day you go to work. It's like you're walking on needles, waiting for the anvil to drop.
Oh, jeez. See, I don't think like that.
Jeez.
I think that's just you.
No, I think it's just the power dynamic. Whenever you have someone that's on a higher level than you, that can, just basically micromanage your life for you.
Well, isn't that any job?
Like a lot of jobs, but not like my current job.
Well, because you work at a school and it's only open certain hours.
Yeah, it's nicer.
It doesn't run 24/7 like a grocery store or something.
Mm-hmm. Because I hate that when someone else can make your schedule and basically ruin your life.
How is them making your schedule ruin your life? You just have to work around the schedule.
Yeah, but like, you want to fall into a routine or something like that, but you can't have a routine.
Oh, I get that, because like when I first started working at Walmart, they would have me work like 9 days straight, give me a day off, and then work 8 days, and then 2 days. And
yeah, or some days they'll have you work mornings, the next day you're working nights.
Well, I only worked nights, or overnights.
Yeah, like they put you in the morning shift, they put you in the swing shift, and then those like break any sort of circadian rhythm you got. Like you're not sleeping normal. It's inhuman.
Is that why you sleep with the TV? It helps you go to sleep easier?
No, I think I sleep with the TV on just so I don't feel alone.
Oh, that's darker than I thought.
No, I'm not like scared of the dark, but I'm scared of what's in the dark,
What's in the dark?
Bugs and...
Look, I don't like bugs either, but I sleep with the lights off and the TV off.
No, so here's a crazy story. So last year, I think in August, yeah, it was around August, my roommate, he was staying there and he's like kind of dirty, nasty or whatever, and he was bringing all these like floozies, nasty ladies over, and then one day, he leaves soda cans and stuff in his room, and there's a cockroach walking in my room. I slept with the lights on for like 3 months.
Why?
Because I'm scared that they're there.
Oh,
because supposedly if you see one, there's 100.
Oh yeah.
So I don't want them near me. Or
I killed a big black spider like 2 weeks ago. It was like probably like the size of a silver dollar.
Oh, jeez.
It scared the crap out of me because I was just gonna go to the bathroom and everything. I open the door, turn on the light, and like the light turns on and they get scared. It just starts scattering like crazy and everything. I was like, whoa. And I didn't have anything to like hit it with or anything. So I just grabbed the closest thing to me, which was a can of WD-40.
The unofficial bug killer.
I just started.
I feel like everybody's been in that situation.
Yeah.
Maybe not WD-40, maybe Febreze. Maybe just water.
I'll tell you, it drowned in that WD-40.
Yeah. So here's a question. Would you rather have rats or cockroaches?
Rats.
Yeah, I agree.
Easily.
Cockroaches are just something scary.
And rats, all you gotta do is like have a cat around. Like we have a cat out here that just roams around. I haven't seen a rat ever since.
That's good.
It's wonderful. I'm assuming that they just bought a cat and just let it live outside.
For the neighborhood?
Yeah.
The neighborhood cat?
Yeah.
I got a cat. It was nice.
I call him Mr. Poppers.
One time at the Blue House down here where I used to live, we had our cat and there was a rat and the cat just looked at the rat. It didn't kill it. It just looked at it.
Your cat's fat, right?
Well, it was, yeah.
It was, yeah. That's why. Because it's like, I'm full. Why would I chase that thing?
It was weird, though.
It's kind of like humans, right? I mean, we get all big and everything. We don't have to chase our meals anymore. So...
So funny story about, like, I think it was the same rat, but it was like a field mouse. So it was in the house for like a week. We thought we were seeing stuff out of the corner of our eyes. Like, man, there was something there. I swear it. And there was. It was the field mouse. So one day we see the field mouse and he's running along the edge of the wall and he's like by the front door and I broke the broom on him. Everybody was scared. My sister was screaming. I was like kind of like screaming. And then my sister's boyfriend at the time, he wasn't screaming, but he was like, you could tell he was scared because he didn't grab the broom. I did. And then after like the mouse was dead, he took a picture of the body and put the GTA wasted under it. Stupid.
I remember one time when we first moved into this house, we had rats. underneath the house and everything, right? Mm-hmm. And I woke up one morning, and this is when we still had like the coffee table in the living room and everything. Mm-hmm. And there was a cup that was on the coffee table and it was knocked over and everything. I was like, oh, that's weird. Mm-hmm. I know I didn't leave it like that. But maybe it just fell over in the night or something. Mm-hmm. And I go in the kitchen and one of the bottom low cabinets is open. I'm like, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then over by where the fridge is, there was just like a bunch of shavings of something. And it was the paint from the cabinets, like something was trying to crawl its way out. Uh-huh. And I was like, I think a rat crawled up from the bottom of the house, somehow opened the door from the cabinet, came in, knocked over my cup, and tried to run away because it got scared.
Man, I just wish, like, that's partially one, you've seen the tiny home stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Partially one of the reasons I want to live into, like, a tiny home is because I saw this one tiny home. It was a watchtower.
Okay.
And if I lived in a watchtower, I wouldn't have to deal with bugs or rats.
Why wouldn't you?
Because it'd be like 40 feet off the ground.
That doesn't mean anything. You think that's going to stop a spider?
I don't care about spiders. Spiders don't scare me too much.
Okay, you think that's going to stop a cockroach?
I think it'll stop a cockroach.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, they're everywhere. Where there is food, there is cockroaches. That's a fact.
Yeah, I agree.
So unless you're cooking at the bottom of that tower and you sleep at the top, and even then they're going to get curious, like, I wonder what's up there.
Maybe if I electrify the legs.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Do you have any scary, like, bugs?
Do I have any scary bugs?
Or you know what I mean.
Stories?
Yeah.
Not really.
No?
I mean, when I was younger, I hated bugs, so, I just run away from them.
Mm-hmm. Same. When I was, like, in middle school, there was this one time I was, like, deathly afraid of moths. Mm-hmm. And I turned the blinds over in my bedroom, and there was a moth on my blinds. I literally, like, jumped out of my room like there was an explosion and crawled on the floor. And my dad came running down because I gave, like, a deathly scream.
Oh, man.
Do you have any other, like, phobias?
I mean, I don't like heights.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I'm super, like, scared of is windows.
Windows?
Yeah, windows.
You're afraid of windows.
Yeah, it's like nighttime windows because people can see in, but we can't see out. Mm-hmm. And that's scary to me.
So you're afraid of the dark, not the window.
There's actually a long story about that.
Oh, gee. All right.
So when I was in middle school, about to go into high school, like 8th grade, sometime around there, I was staying at my mom's house, and my dad called. Says, some guy broke out of this prison. He's from the insane asylum or something. And it was just me and my brother. We're at my mom's house alone. Mm-hmm. And my dad comes knocking on the windows, and I can't see what's out there. Ever since I've been afraid of windows.
So your dad scared you into being afraid of him. Yeah. So even when you found out it was him, you're still scared.
Yeah, it's like a phobia.
Even to this day.
Even to this day.
So you're telling me if I, like, snuck over to your house one night and just knocked on your window, you'd have, like, a panic attack?
I wouldn't be, like, panicked, but I would be, like, tense. I'd be tense.
What if I said, hey, it's me?
If I knew it was you, I wouldn't be scared at all.
But what if I just knocked and then waited half an hour and then said, hey, that was me?
I'd probably peek, but it'd be like...
And you just see me standing there.
Yeah, if I saw it, he was like, oh, it's just a guy.
So what is there to be afraid of?
I don't know, someone's there to break in or kill me. Or.
So it's okay if they're just standing there?
I mean, no. There's someone standing on my window menacingly. You have any scary stories or pranks your parents pulled on you?
No.
No? They never did the shaving cream or the whipped cream on your hand? Or
No.
The hand in the hot water while you're sleeping?
No.
Jeez.
Nothing like that.
Are you going to do that to yourself?
No, why would I do that to him?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, but it gives them phobias and stuff. Why would I do that?
Gives them character.
Oh my goodness.
put your son's hand in some hot water while he's sleeping. Oh, you went to bed.
Yeah, and then I have to do laundry. Like, how is that fun?
I don't know.
What am I going to do? Haha, you peed the bed. Now go clean it.
No.
Like, he's just going to hate me the whole day.
No, he wouldn't hate you the whole day. He'd get over it.
Okay, he'd hate me for an hour. Why would I do that? Just because, oh, haha, funny.
Oh, did your parents ever do like, I don't know, like discipline stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
What was like the weirdest one?
The weirdest discipline?
Yeah.
I mean, there was never a weird one.
Never a weird one?
No.
Whenever there's a story when my brother and I, we would tell on each other. Mm-hmm. And if we did that, my dad, he'd put a cloth around our waist and it was like a tattletale. So you're a tattletale.
What in the world?
And then you learn to stop telling on your brother.
Well, what would you guys just tell on? Just be like, oh, he...
Yeah, stupid stuff like, oh, he did something that's not cool or something, or but it's not really.
Oh, he just got sick and tired of it, so he was like, oh, you don't want to have a tattletale.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. Mm-hmm. I saw this one video where this guy was like, if you wanted to go do something, but his kids were like playing with him and everything, and it was like, man, I wish they would take a nap. He would watch a movie with them, right? Mm-hmm. And then they're like real little kids. So they're like, can we watch it again? And he'd be like, oh, yeah, we can watch it again. But the second time around, right, because he wants them to take a nap, he put it in Spanish. So the kids can't understand it. Yeah. And the kids are like, what's going on? Why can't I understand it? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe you're tired. You should go take a nap. And the kids would go take a nap. And then when they would wake up, they would just, have the movie back on, it's still in or put it back in English. So they'd be like, oh, I'm better now. I was just tired.
That's pretty weird.
The words get weird when I get sleepy.
Imagine if that was real.
That is real. I think to an extent. Well, I mean, it's not like switches language, but like you miss words and stuff, and you're like, man, I can't even keep up with it right now. Mm-hmm.
I saw some video the other day. It was I don't remember who was saying it, but it was like some guy that was on Joe Rogan, but on a solo video or something, or clip or something. Mm-hmm. They're saying that people, they watch like movies, but they're so exhausted from work that they can't even, or they're not just exhausted, but they're like depressed that they can't keep up with the story. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I don't know what's going on, and that makes them more depressed or more like anxious or something.
People are actually like that?
I don't know, I guess.
I don't know if that's true. That sounds like...
Yeah, I don't know about that one either. It sounded weird, though.
I feel like most people can keep up with movies.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're, like, living in New York, working 300 jobs, get home.
That's the thing. I was watching this video, and there's this guy. He works as a... teaching people how to become, like, a mixologist and all that. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't get paid a lot. I forget how much he gets paid, but he doesn't get paid a lot. He lives in, like, a 300-square-foot apartment or something.
Jeez.
I can't remember how much he paid for it. It was maybe like $100 a month. But that's all he pays. It's $100 a month. But now there's no bathroom in there. He has to share a bathroom with his neighbors and everything. Mm-hmm. But he says there's no problem. I still think you're crazy if you live in a city.
Yeah.
You have to be mentally insane. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine being like, okay, it's time to go to work. I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just so I can,
make it in time.
Eat breakfast, and then, now I got my hour-and-a-half commute. And then, now I'm at work. Now I get to clock in, do work, time to get off. Hour-and-a-half commute back.
Yeah, no way.
It's 3 hours of your day gone. Just gone, poof.
I'd take that away from the 50.
Well, okay, so if it's 3 hours... Well, what did we say last time? 2 hours and a half. Mm-hmm. So we'll tack back on the 2 hours. And it would be 3 hours a day. That's 15 hours.
Jeez.
So you're left with 37 hours.
Wow, that's nothing.
Yeah, especially after the shower, the dinner, and all that kind of stuff. If you got kids.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And decompression time.
You might got like 10 minutes to yourself.
Just...
And that's when you meditate. See, I brought it full circle.
Yeah. Meditate about wanting to kill yourself.
I think we should end it on that.
On the dire note.
Yeah. Well, only because we brought it full circle. So thank you for doing the podcast again. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's fun.
And then I'll see if I can get one of those tests, and then I'll also redo the Myers-Briggs test so I can see which one it is, and then we can talk about that next time.
Yeah, I'll take those tests and see what happens.
All right, well, thank you, and we'll see y'all next time.
Next time.